One of my colleagues at work is a drinker and it's starting to get to me. I'm forever covering up for him. He arrives at work later than everyone and I have to make excuses for him. He goes out drinking every lunchtime with his pals and comes back into the office inebriated and sometimes quite rude, and starts being too familiar with people to the point of being vulgar. I'm now finding it very hard to work there because I'm embarrassed by his behaviour and worried he'll get himself sacked by either getting totally blotto or doing something he will regret to me or another member of staff. Should I speak to his boss? How do I tackle this without sounding like a do-gooder or an interfering nosy Parker?
Yes, it's serious arriving work late every day and turning up with alcohol on his breath is not good for him. You have to tell him quietly one day that people are becoming suspicious of his behaviour and that they've commented on his work. And if he values his job, he should get help from his doctor and buckle down and get himself sorted out. I would suggest he needs to go and see someone about it because he could lose his job. Tell him you're just giving him friendly advice because you care. It's up to him to accept that he's an alcoholic and do something about it before it gets out of hand if it's not already. There is usually a reason for people becoming an alcoholic, and it's usually depression. They drink to forget or make it seem less painful. It could be loneliness, relationship, lack of self-respect, failure, anything. But whatever it is, they have to come to terms with it before they can stop drinking. It could be just a nasty habit. But one thing is for sure, it sounds like he is too far gone to help himself and he needs help. It sounds like the people he works with already know the score and are choosing to ignore it, hoping that it goes away on its own. It won't. You should talk to his line manager off the record and ask their advice. Get them to have a friendly word of warning, maybe ask them to force an appointment to Alcoholics Anonymous for them, or even send them to a drying out centre. If your friend is a valued employee, then his boss would want him back on top form and sober. So it is in his best interest to help his member of staff. No matter what happens to him, it's not your fault. He has turned to drink and ultimately he'll have to pay the price. Let's hope he comes to his senses and asks for help before it's too late.